everyone, it's Jonathan from Motorcycology. Welcome to the channel. And like I always say, if you're a new viewer, welcome. Especially if you're interested in motorcycling, special welcome to you guys. And then also to the regular viewers and the subscribers and return viewers, thanks so much for being here. It's greatly appreciated to have an audience. It's the first time I've been on my motorcycle for about 3 weeks. So it's fall time here up in the Ottawa Valley area. And the trees, obviously the leaves are changing. The weather is not super warm today. It's right now it's almost 1 p.m. and it's 15 degrees Celsius. So cool enough. So I've got a few layers on underneath this thing. A regular riding t-shirt, another riding shirt, a cotton shirt, and my jacket liner, which is a quilted liner, and then my jacket. And overall pretty comfortable. A little bit of cool air coming in the arms area, but it is what it is. It's still not that bad once you get going. The weekend forecast in this area, oh my goodness, if you look at those trees up there, to my 1 or 2 o'clock, really colorful. So this weekend coming up is supposed to be really nice. Warmer temperatures than seasonal. So if I'm lucky, I'll be able to go out for a day motorcycle ride with my son. So right now we're contemplating a day trip to either Cornwall, Ontario, and there's these cool islands that are on the St. Lawrence River. It would be great to go on that highway. Failing that, we may go down to Kingston, Ontario, which is about an hour and 45-minute drive from where we live. But once you get, so anyway, the road is beautiful, gorgeous for motorcycle riding. It has a max speed posted at 50 miles an hour, but typically you go around 60 or 60 miles an hour. And it's a great country road that has a lot of nice turns in it and things like that, so it's pretty good. So that would be my hope, to get either to one of those locations. There is a slight chance, and a lot would depend on my son's schedule, on whether or not we can skip away for a day and make it into the US, into New York State. Maybe go as far down as Syracuse, who knows? But you know, we're very close to New York State where I live, so that's kind of cool. And also at this time of year, you got the New York Mets and the New York Yankees in the MLB playoffs. So I'm not saying they're our home team, but they're close enough. New York State has a huge amount of teams. They're close by, so you know, I'm going to say New Jersey Devils for hockey, New York Rangers, New York Islanders, the Buffalo Sabres, and folks like that. So I'm just going to get off my bike and tighten this up, if I can actually do that. Minimal traffic coming up here, which is kind of cool. Yeah, that's definitely better for sure, and should work fine, or at least not blow over. And we actually had some traffic come up here, and let's get out of here and then back on the road. It's a pretty decent motorcycle day today, despite it being a little bit cooler. There's not a lot of wind out, and the sun, there's not a cloud in the sky, literally. It's beautiful out. There we go. Anyway, it's always fun going down these on and off ramps because they're usually a little bit tighter. Get to do a continual banking, I guess, which is kind of fun. For those of you who know what I mean, and for those of you that are interested, these are some of the fun things. And you always have to be aware of gravel and stuff like that on the road. Anyway, let's continue up the road here. Honestly, I love the acceleration that you can get on a motorcycle, and very convenient for doing merges and catching up with the normal speed of traffic. I'm not too sure why this person up there has their four-ways on, but oh, now they're off, so not sure. What an interesting time of year. I don't know if you guys notice this at all, but the fall has professional sports up the yin-yang on TV. So if you happen to like watching sports or being what I would call a tertiary sports consumer, so the number one sports consumer or primary sports consumer would be the players. The secondary sports consumers would be the people that show up to the events to watch them in person. So the crowds at a stadium or an arena. Those are secondary sports consumers. The tertiary sports consumers are those people who pay for the services or the channels and watch it at home on TV, but nevertheless, it's important to them. So those are the tertiary sports consumers. This time of year, it's amazing for that tertiary sports consumers. So almost every night on TV, you can watch NBA games. So preseason right now, NBA games, but still fun to watch. Flip a channel, you're going to have Major League Baseball playoffs going on, which are very exciting to watch. If that isn't something that you're highly interested in, you can flip channels and watch professional National Hockey League or NHL hockey games, which are on all the time in the evenings. Weekends, college football, NCAA action. And also, don't forget the National Football League. And in Canada, we have the Canadian Football League as well. So the amount of sports to watch on TV these days is crazy. Part of the reason why I wanted to talk a little bit about sports is I'm going to end my vlog, which is going to be a really short one actually, at the place where the NHL team for Ottawa plays. So I am assuming that the vast majority of viewers of my channel are from the US. So no doubt you're familiar with the Ottawa Senators. If you've heard of that team, you may have seen them on TV play one of your hometown NHL teams. Or you may have actually gone to a game where the Ottawa Senators have been playing. If that's the case, and you've actually seen the Ottawa Senators in real life, either in Ottawa or perhaps when they're playing an away game, let me know, because it would be interesting. So let me know in the comments and we'll take it from there. So this is almost the last section of this particular highway, which is called Highway 7, and it will merge on to a much more urban highway, multi-lane, typical city main freeway, I guess that would be called. And the number for this one is 417. So in Ontario, Canada, all the highways that start with a 400 or 400 series are the regular fast highways, let's say. So highways that you go 60 miles an hour or above. So we've got speeds of 60 and 70 usually within this range. A great corner coming up here. My little selfie stick. So the neat thing about this corner, and I think I've put this on the blog before, it's a high-speed, nicely banked corner. So it's kind of fun to do on the motorcycle. And we're just coming into that right now. So I'm going 65 to 70 miles an hour and with a mild lean on. So it's just fun, I guess, to put it that way. It's not challenging or anything, but it's just got that nice curve to it that, you know, if you ride a motorcycle, curves are fun to experience. And then it's a normal merge onto this highway, which is the 417. It's a east to west or a west to east major highway that cuts right through Ottawa. We will be taking the second turnoff here, which is coming up in a couple minutes. So yeah, beautiful weather, so much sports on TV. I think it's hard not to watch it, although most of us, I think, try not to be spending all our time behind TVs. So right now it's Friday, and this is the 18th of October. So we'll be putting our motorcycles in storage within the next 3 weeks. So 3 weeks to a month. So it's very rare that you'd be riding your motorcycle into November, maybe early November, but usually we have snow by then. So these are some of the last rides for these motorcycles for this year. And that's okay. I don't think I rode my motorcycle as much as in previous years, but that's all right. So we're doing a turnoff here, and it's called Palladium Drive. So at one point, the arena where the Ottawa Senators played was called Palladium, or something like that. I don't know. It's before my time living around this area. But it used to be called the Corel Center for a while, and that was by a software company back in the day that did things like WordPerfect, and that was a company called Corel. So they had offices in Ottawa, and they also sponsored the center. After that, it was renamed to, I believe it was the Scotiabank Center, which is a bank, obviously. And then years after that, it was renamed to the Canadian Tire Center. And that's what it is currently called, the Canadian Tire Center. Oops, I guess I have to get in this lane here. Great roundabout. Great way to get around the town. I think I kind of cut that guy off. Anyway, I better scoot out of here. So up ahead here, we're getting really close to the Canadian Tire Center. Do some more equipment adjustments, I guess. Ooh, that was a big bump. A lot of car dealerships on my left. It's kind of like a car dealership mall. So now we're actually into, I'll get behind these guys. We're actually into the Ottawa Senator territory. So you can see, literally, I don't live that far away from watching the professional NHL sports or any major concerts that come through here, they always play at this place. It's called the Canadian Tire Center. I'm going to try and see how far I can get into this center. And there we go. We do not get an advance, but there's no real traffic, so it should not be a problem. Oh, maybe we did get an advance. Maybe not. I guess we didn't. A lot of people here. Maybe they have a practice. I know they have a game here tomorrow, and I believe it's against Tampa Bay. So probably players here doing a practice or whatever. So this is the Canadian Tire Center. You really feel small when you drive up to this thing. So I'm going to do a little drive around this lot, I think, if possible. And first stop is going to be right around here. And I believe this is the entrance area, which is kind of cool. Yeah, so the main entrance for this massive center. And you can see where they have the Ottawa Senators up there. That's pretty nice. And this iconic sign here that says Sens. Hey everyone, sorry about the quick shut off of that video. My camera died when I got to the Canadian Tire Center. Anyway, that basically concludes that vlog, heading up the highway and into the Canadian Tire Center where the Ottawa Senators NHL team plays. So stick around for other videos. I've got a video done of a trip that I made last weekend, or the weekend before, to Kingston, Ontario, with a couple good highlights. So I'm putting that together right now and we'll get that out shortly. Anyway, thanks so much for being here and watching these vlogs. It's greatly appreciated, and we'll see you all back here at Motorcycology next time.